Hello, welcome to this shoulder mobility routine. We're going to jump straight in and then I'm going to talk a little bit through some of the exercises as we go. So holding one end of a strap or a belt and towards the other end. I'm going to start off with just some very simple shoulder circles. So bringing the arms back, up and down in front of you. Again, bringing them forwards, up and back, down behind you. Now, generally throughout these exercises, the further apart you bring your hands, the easier it'll be. And the closer together you bring them, the more difficult it will be, or the stronger the stretch. As we start off, we're going to keep it relatively simple. So keep the arms at a comfortable distance apart. One of the other things we want to focus on is as we are going back. So as you're lifting up and back, we want to be careful not to flare the chest too much. So keep a straight spine. They talk about not allowing the ribs to flare at the front, so that's in effect arching through your back, so limiting that. And as you come forward, what we want to be careful of is not to dip or flex too much. Again, straight spine, head looking straight forward, and we'll just do a couple more of these. And there we go, back to the beginning. So with the left hand, we're going to keep it down towards our side. The right hand, we're going to come right in front of us, around the head and back towards the back. Again, take the right arm back, round the back of the head and in front of us. Right hand down this time, bring the left arm up to the side of the head and back behind us. And coming back again. So we're going to keep, again, some slow repetitions of this, alternating between the left and the right hands. It's good for getting increasing the internal and external rotation through the shoulders. A combined movement that works on a lot of the ligaments and tendons around the shoulder. As we discussed, as we said, some of the rotator cuff muscles. Also stretching down into the lats and a little bit of your obliques, the side body. Another good general warm-up. With this, if you want to, you can start just slowly creeping or walking the hands in a little closer together to get a bit more of a stretch. And also one of the other areas we can do is the hand that is down, so my left hand now, so bring the right hand up. If you pull down with the left hand, you should find that you'll get an increased stretch through the outside of the right arm, the triceps, a little bit into that outer part of the armpit, stretching there and coming back behind us, bringing the arm back up and again in front. That's great. Now we're going to change to doing a lat pull down type movement. Again, taking both straps in both hands, coming up above your head and then pulling straight down behind you. As we come down, you should feel a little bit of a tightening or a stretch across the front of the chest and across the front of both shoulders. From here, you can turn the arms out slightly, hold for a few seconds, coming back up and down. And rest in front of you just for a second or two. And do that again. Bring the arms forwards, up, and then pulling down behind your neck. From there, we're going to rotate the arms back slightly. Keep the elbows up. And relax. Bring the arms back up and back down in front of us. Shake them out a little if you need to. I'm going to go for another rep of that. Bringing the arms up. Pulling down behind your head. Strap, turning the arms backwards, outwards, lifting the elbows. Again, making sure not to flare too much through the ribs and bringing the arms up and back and down. Fantastic. From here, we're going to take the right hand holding the strap, bring the strap behind your back. With the left hand, internally rotate, so grab the strap at a comfortable distance. Wherever you can. If you're further down below your pelvis, that's fine. Further up, what we're going to do from this position is actually pull up with the upper hand, and that's going to bring the lower hand up a little further between your shoulder blades. Holding for a few seconds, and then we're going to reverse that by pulling down on the lower hand, and that's going to bring the upper hand down. In this position, what we want to do is make sure that the point of the elbow is facing up to the ceiling. Change over again, pull up with the upper hand. In this position, what we want to do is make sure that the shoulder blade is back, that we're not winging or falling or flexing again. holding for a few seconds. Pull back down with the lower hand again, keeping that elbow pointing towards the ceiling. Again, careful that you're not bending or flexing too much through the body. And one more time, we're going to raise up with the upper hand, pulling that lower hand in and up between the shoulder blades. Fantastic. Let go from there, shake the arms out. We're going to take the other arm. So take the left arm up and the right arm down behind you, grabbing hold of the strap. And from here again, lifting up with the upper hand. You can hold it into just a few seconds from here. And pulling down with the lower hand, reaching that elbow up towards the ceiling. Pulling up again with the upper hand, standing up straight, squeezing back with the shoulder, and changing back again, pulling down with the lower hand. Fantastic. Coming into one of the last ones now. Again, we're going to take both hands holding the strap. From here, we're going to bring the arms up, back behind our head as we were doing before. And from here now, what we want to do is reach straight backwards as far as you can go. Now, for some people with very tight shoulders, you may not be able to get the arms straight, in which case you can push up more towards the ceiling. The stronger the stretch will be bringing back as far back in backwards direction as you can. Repeating again one more time. And coming into the last part of this routine, we're going to put these straps down. Going to take some simple arm circles backwards. So with the right arm, just going backwards a few times. 3, 4, and 5. And then coming forwards again. So forward circles. 1. Just to cool down. 3, 4, and 5. And then backwards with the left. Last one. And forwards with the left. And finally, we're going to interlace the fingers, pushing them out in front of you, feeling a stretch through the fingers. From here, we're going to reach up towards the ceiling. Again, focusing on keeping that rib cage in, straight spine. From here, we're going to take a gentle lean over towards the left. And a gentle lean over towards the right. Unlock the fingers, bring the arms down, shake your hands out, shake the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, and we're done.